Welcome back. It is 8:20. The owner of Grand Rapids Diversity's Kitchen cooking up a new way for students to explore historically black colleges and universities. And joining us live is Janae Irvin, the owner of Diversity's Kitchen. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Hey, tell us about this tour, because this sounds like a really good and informative tour for folks that would be interested. So tell us all about it.
So it's a HBCU tour. So we're going to go to like 4 different colleges. So we have, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
So we're going to Southern. We're going to go to FAMU. We're also going to, oh my goodness. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. But there are 4 colleges.
But it's 4 colleges, yeah, that we're going to. What made me want to end up doing it actually was because I used to go to black college tours when I was in high school.
Okay.
But what I was actually noticing is that there wasn't too many that was going on. If it was, I wasn't seeing too many of them. Mm-hmm. And then I also have a senior this year as well. So what I was hearing a lot about also was a lot of parents, they want their teens and everything to know about other colleges, even though we do have good colleges here in Grand Rapids. But I want some of the youth to know more about, you know, what's also out there, you know, that is more options.
Yeah.
So I was letting my dad know, like, I'm like, Dad, like, God placed it on my heart to, like, start a black college tour. I'm like, you used to send me on them. And he was like, well, if that's what he's sending you to do, you should go ahead and do them.
Yeah.
And so I had, like, let my best friend know about it, and I asked her, like, do you want to, you know, take part in it? Because me and her had already started, like, a youth group. And so, like, I'm really about, like, the youth and everything, you know. With me working with youth right now at NAP Charter. I'm a behavior specialist. So she's like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And so we started it, and when I posted it like on my social media, we got like a lot of good feedback about it. And like a lot of parents was like, yeah, I've been looking for something like this.
Yeah.
You know, because I was about to, they were like, I was going to sit and just drive and go, but now that you've done it, like, this is amazing.
Yeah, well, in HBCUs, they have a long-standing history and tradition, and it's important to get that message across. What do you hope that the kids that are going on this tour get out of the tour when you guys go?
I hope that they can see and, you know, just, like, open up, learn about, you know, see that there's other kids that's out there that's just like them.
Yeah.
You know, that they're able to go out there and do it. A lot of times, not to say, but sometimes in school, like, they're kind of put down.
Mm-hmm.
That, oh, nope, you're not going to be able to do this. You're not smart enough. You're not going to be nothing and everything like that. I like to be able to lift up the youth, like, you're able to do this as well. You know, try to be able to be uplifted and everything. I want them to know that there are more options out there. It's more out there than just, you know, staying here in this city. Y'all can get out there and spread your wings. You know, you don't have to just stay here.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you had mentioned that you had been, when you were growing up, on some of these black college tours. What do you hope that these students, what do you hope to convey to these students? You know, some of the same experiences that you had growing up. What do you hope for these kids that are going to go on your tour?
Well, I know when I went, like, it opened my eyes to, you know, more things. Like, okay, it's another world out there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can really, you know, spread my wings. I can go out here and do more. Yeah. I don't have to be stuck, you know, in just one city. I'm sorry. Sometimes we can get stuck and feel like we can't move, or we gotta stay here and everything. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to, you know, a HBCU. I ended up being a teen mom and everything, but I did end up getting to, you know, go to college and everything. Yeah. But I want those kids to know that they're able to, you know, get out there and do it. You know, I want them to know it's more than just just Grand Rapids.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, or just Michigan.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a lot more out there. You know, because here, what I see working in the school system, a lot of them haven't been out of Grand Rapids, out of Michigan, which I find out a lot, you know, when I talk to a lot of my students. They're like, no, I haven't, you know, so when I was telling them about it, like, even though I have it for ages 14 to 18, even like my sixth graders, like, were excited. Well, like, Miss E, we want to go too. Like, and I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, we would love to go do that. Like, I never been to, you know, anywhere other than Michigan and everything, you know? Like, there's more out there.
Kind of giving them another, you know, taste of what the world has to offer rather than just this section of Michigan that they're in. Let's talk about how people can sign up. Where can we go to sign up, and how much is the trip cost? How much does that cost? Oh,
it is $1,275, but we also are doing like fundraisers. Our next fundraiser we are going to do after the holidays, since we got all the holidays coming up. We're going to do a popcorn fundraiser, which I thought you never can go wrong with that.
Absolutely.
And they can contact me at diversitieskitchen@gmail.com. But then also, I know you guys I just end up also putting up, I created a website as well. So that's kind of new, but I thought it would be, you know, helpful for a lot of people because it has like all the information on there. So they're able to do that, but I've been having a lot of people reach out to me through my email and everything because I need all that information so I can actually track it. And I also have payment plans. So, because I know a lot of times people look at it and they're like, okay, well, that's a lot. I can't do that right now. But I'm trying to make it where it's, you know, everybody can go. I don't want any kid to feel like, well, I don't have that, or a parent, like, it's hard for me. I understand that. I'm a parent as well. I have 5 kids of my own. So I definitely get that. So I made it where it's a payment plan. Where we cut it up in 5 payment plans of $195. And if you need me to work with you, all you need to do is just let me know. I definitely get it. Times is hard, especially with the economy out here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and you mentioned that you also were working on some scholarship or fundraising opportunities. Tell us about those efforts too.
So with the fundraiser, we're doing a popcorn fundraiser. It's called Poppin'. Popcorn, which we're going to start that after the holidays, because we know the holidays is going on right now. So the last fundraiser we had ended up doing was like a sub fundraiser, which was good. And I made it where it wasn't too much, which I seen a lot of good feedback about that, because like our subs were like $5. And I'm like, okay, you know, when stuff is not that much, you get more people that want to buy and everything. So also, you know, when it starts kind of warming up a little bit more, we wanted to try to at least try to do some, we wanted to try to do a lemonade fundraiser. I thought would be fun too for the kids.
Absolutely.
We're also on our website looking for sponsors if we can. I did just reach out to Cricket, which I didn't even know that they do stuff with HBCUs. So I had a meeting with I think it's called a commoditor. So I'm waiting to hear back from them about them trying to sponsor us. So
some different funding options too, possibly coming down the pipeline. Again, all to give more kids this opportunity to explore outside of our area. It's pretty cool. With your organization, your business, Diversity's Kitchen, you also do a lot more work as well in the community. You just had, I know, there was like, it was kind of like not a convention, but
a pop-up shop.
A pop-up shop, Tell us about that, and how does that support the community surrounding?
So I did it with to support like HBCUs and also mental health. Like I was telling my principal, I see with me being a behavior specialist, I'm one of the ones that I help and teach the kids like social emotional learning. So I help the teachers where they can't get to touch with the kids one-on-one, because, you know, they have like 25 kids. So I get to do one-on-one with the kids. So I'm the one who get to hear a lot what's going on with the kids.
Yeah.
So, which I hear a lot of them, they deal with a lot of mental health. So with the pop-up shop, it was touching on not just HBCUs, which I had some of my stuff on my, my table about the HBCUs and, our Black College Tour, but along with the mental health, letting them know, like about journaling, to help, that it's okay to talk to people. And because in our culture, like I was, talking to Deja and everything, it's always told, like, we don't talk to people, you just deal with it or you pray about it and everything. And that is all good, which I was brought up in a church. My dad was a deacon and everything, but I feel like it's very good to also talk to people and everything, which I always tell my students, and I always say, like, mental health has no color.
Yeah.
We all deal with mental health, and like I tell my students, like, Miss E dealt with it, after having my son. I dealt with, postpartum depression, so like that was just opening up. I even had like some of my students like write poems and everything, so
like a creative outlet. In a
yeah,
way.
just letting them know, like, and I had like youth vendors as well, getting them out there, pulling them out their comfort zone, so letting them know, like, hey, you come out, it's okay for you guys to talk. I'd rather for you guys to let it out and talk and not hold it in, because it's better to not bottle it up. I had to learn that myself, because I did a lot of that with me losing my mom at the age of 2, so it was hard, and I did a lot of bottling up, and I didn't talk to nobody, with my dad, he's grieving as well, and, he's trying to move through his stuff, so it's hard, imagine a man having to navigate from losing his wife and then having to take on, raising a young, baby at the age of 2, So it's like, I get it.
Some difficult things to have to even process.
Yeah.
We only have a couple of seconds left. I just want to make sure we get the information out.
Yes.
So when do we sign up, or how long does signups last for the HBCU tour, and when are you guys going?
We are going April 6th through the 10th, and signups are lasting. I'm not doing a cutoff right now because I don't want to push any kids away. I feel like it's a good opportunity, so it's open right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to get as many. I have 25 slots so far. I have had 6 kids sign up so far, and we're looking to fill.
Okay, well, we got a couple more months to get all those spots filled. Janae, you're doing such great work in our community. We appreciate you for coming in and also telling us all about this new tour. Thank you so much, and we look forward to having you back when you get this up and going.